What's up, geeks? This is Marissa from Design by Geeks, and in today's quick Cricut tutorial, I'm going to show you how to set score lines in the Design Space software. Now, it used to be that SVG designers could create a design and designate some lines as score lines, and Design Space would recognize that. But after one of the updates, that is no longer the case. Luckily, that's a really easy fix. So you're going to start by uploading a design into your project. So I'm going to go over to Upload. I'm going to choose Upload Image, and then I'm going to select the design I want to upload. In this case, I'm doing a cube box with a short lid, so I'm uploading the SVG file. And then I'm going to upload that into my projects and add it to my canvas. Now you can see we have the box and we have the lid. But if you look over here at the right, everything is set to basic cut. So all of these lines you see are going to cut out. None of these are going to be fold lines. And if I were to go to make it, to send it to my cutting machine, it looks a little bit weird. This first object is black paper. These are all of my score lines, and they're separate from the lid, which has no lines on it, and the box, which again has no lines on it. So to fix that, we're going to go back into our canvas, so we'll just cancel because we don't want that to cut. And what we're going to do is we're going to set all of these lines that should be score lines and change them from cut to score. The first thing we want to do is we want to ungroup the design. Right now it came over as a group. So we're just going to select the design by clicking it, and then we're going to do right click and we're going to choose Ungroup. Now each of these are independent. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to start with our lid. So our lid consists of this yellow shape and some lines that are currently set as cut lines. So what we want to do is we want to select the lines over here from our list at the right. So you'll see our yellow shape and then you'll see the lines above it. We're selecting the lines. And then we're going to go over to the top left, and where it says Operation, you can see it says Basic Cut. We're going to open up that menu and we're going to change it to Score. And as soon as you change that to Score, now these are dashed lines. So we're going to repeat the exact same process, this time for the larger box shape. So we're going to go over to the right. So here we have our pink box shape. These are the lines above it that need to be score lines. We're going to select the lines that need to be score lines. We're going to come up over to the top left, and under Operation, we're going to change that from Basic Cut to Score. And now those are score lines. The next thing we want to do is we want to make sure that anything with a score line stays attached to the object that it goes with, so that they go over as a group and don't get moved around on the artboard. So over at the right, we're going to start with the lid again. We're going to select the lid shape, and we're going to hold down Shift and select Score so that it selects both objects. So now with both the lid shape and the score line selected, down at the bottom, we're going to click Attach. So now those two things are attached. They're going to stay together, and the score lines are going to be in the right place. We're going to repeat that with our box. So we're going to select the box shape, we're going to hold down Shift, and we're going to select the score lines, and now we're going to click Attach down at the bottom. Now for any Design by Geeks or Rissa Rocks It design, if you're not sure which parts should be score lines, you can look at the PNG that's in your zip folder to see what should be a score line. So if I go into the Design folder, for this particular design, this is the design folder, and you can see there's various different files in there. You'll see that there's going to be a PNG file. We include a PNG file with pretty much all of our SVG designs, and if you were to open up that PNG file, it's going to look like that. And you can see anything in the PNG file that has a dashed line, those are meant to be score lines. So when you're in your canvas, you can just find those objects that correspond with the dashed lines on the PNG file and set those as score lines. Now that we have our score line set, we can send it to our machine to cut. And this time you can see there's not that weird black cutting mat. You can see that the lid is there and that the score lines are included with this lid piece and they're in the right place. And likewise for the bottom of the box, you can see that there is the box together with its score lines. And then when we're ready to cut, we would just go ahead and click continue to send that to our machine, and it will cut out the shapes with your cutting tool, and it will do the score lines with whatever kind of scoring tool that you have. I hope you found this tutorial helpful. Thank you so much for watching, and happy crafting!
We hope you liked this video. Please comment, like, and subscribe.